After failing to reach the final for 2 consecutive years, one of those even sending a former Eurovision winner, in 2013 Israel decided to send a big ballad in Hebrew. The singer was supported by the greatest artists in the country and could pick and choose from a plethora of songs. But the final choice was made by another Eurovision winner. Also, she came first with the Israel jury and second with the televoters. Could this become anything but a success? This is the story of a young and heavy singer with gigantic glasses and an enormous costume-made dress who couldn't quite be herself in Malmö and now 8 years later has made massive changes to her life journey. A big thank you goes out to my friend Gilad Yanai, who put me in contact with today's guest Moran Mazor, who bravely and generously invites us all to her life story in Eurovision Legends with your always curious host and Israelphile, Emil Löfström. ברוכים הבאים ל-Eurovision Legends ושלום מורן מזור.
שלום אמיל, מה שלומך?
מצוין!
Oh, amazing!
How are you?
Good, thank you. How should I say it in your language? You should teach me.
Jag mår bra.
Jag mår bra.
Oh, you learn quick, yeah?
I'm trying, I'm doing my best, you know.
I've heard from our mutual friend Gilad Yanai that you are a very funny girl and very positive, so I've really been looking forward to this chit-chat.
Oh, thank you. I was working so hard about it, to be a positive girl. Since the Eurovision, you know, I'm trying to think positive all the time. But no, I've always been a funny person, just because I think I grew up fat. I was a fat lady, a fat girl, and a fat teenager, and a fat everything. And, you know, since I was a child, I've learned to make fun of it, not of me, but of it.
Yeah.
So my humor sense is very developed.
I understand. I would like to begin with some quick questions to get to know you better. What do you say about that?
I agree.
First memory from watching the Eurovision Song Contest?
Okay, so my first time was in 1998. When Dana won the Eurovision, so cosmic. It was amazing. I remember myself, I was 7 years old, and I remember myself like watching the TV, my parents behind me like going crazy for the winning of Dana.
Yeah.
And everybody in Israel was crazy. And
believe me, I went Balagan too when Dana won. What a victory. What a victory.
Yeah, epic. It was such a happy moment that I wanted to take part of it. And I remember myself telling to my mom, I want to be a part of it too when I grow up. I want to be on this stage. I want to represent my country and make them proud of me and make them proud of themselves, because they can. They should be proud, Israel.
Yeah.
So it was my dream since I was 7. And when Doron Madali came to me with a proposal to take part of the pre-Eurovision Song Contest, it was just a yes. Immediately, sign me in.
Best song from Israel in Eurovision ever?
I would say, you know, I'm teared between the best song and the best performance. Okay. That's not the same person.
You can say them both.
Okay, so I will. I think the best song would be Eisham.
Ilanit.
Ilanit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the best song ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, beautiful song.
Best performance will be Shiri Maimon, definitely, absolutely.
And what a dress!
And what a dress. And we were born at the same day, Shiri and I. And we have 10 years between Shiri and me, but the same day, 17th of May.
Least favorite song from Israel in Eurovision?
Oh, I hate that part.
You can say pass.
No, I won't, because, that's part of our history. I would say Sameach.
Ping pong.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I would say Ding Dong also.
By Dana.
Ding dong, say no more. I hear silent prayers, and it's making me high and fly. I know where to go, and I'm coming now.
She shouldn't have come back.
No, I totally agree. But to be honest, I remember from my childhood watching ping pong in 2000. I was a fan. I really loved what they were doing there.
No, I really didn't understand that. I was a little child, and I was watching the TV, and I didn't understand where are the lyrics, where's the song, what's the rhyme, what's the what? What?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's my least favorite.
I believe many people agree with you there.
Sorry.
Who should have won Eurovision but didn't?
Me.
Great answer.
Yes.
Who should not have won Eurovision but did?
Oh, so many. Oh, God, so many. Oh, was it the monsters from Ukraine or whatever? Finland, I'm so sorry. And you know what? So many, really. But they were innovative and creative and brought new stuff to the table, to the Eurovision stage. So everything happens for a reason.
Hard rock, hallelujah. Hard rock, hallelujah. Yeah, rock and roll angels, bring that hard rock, hallelujah.
Who got your vote in this year's final in Eurovision?
France. She was amazing.
Yeah?
She was incredible.
Voilà qui je suis, me voilà même si mise à nu c'est fini, c'est ma gueule, c'est mon cri, me voilà tant pis.
Last quickie. Favorite country in Eurovision besides Israel?
I would say, I don't know, maybe Sweden or Italy, because Italy brought so many good songs in the last few years, but Sweden is doing it for for so long. But I would say Sweden, because my Eurovision was in Sweden also, so I'll give them that. That's such a nice country.
Great, we are up and running.
Yes, amazing.
In 2011, 20 years old, you won the Israeli reality show Eyal Golan is Calling You, a TV show where they search for the next Mizrahi music singer. And
I like it when you say Mizrahi.
Okay. And although I'm very familiar to this music genre, I believe that many of the listeners don't have a clue what I'm talking about now. So please, Moran, describe to us what kind of a reality show this was and what Mizrahi music is.
Okay, so I would start by saying that Eyal Golan is the most famous singer in Israel.
Yeah.
not only in the Mizrahit genre. The Mizrahit is basically a Middle Eastern music, like a touch of Arabic with Moroccan, with a little bit of Polish, and that's so Israeli, you know. That's so Eastern,
Yeah.
and that's so Israeli. That's so ours. I think that basically we Israelis came from a lot of countries, and because of that we made a music that it's just symbolize our history and us. So Eyal Golan is a really, really famous singer, like the most famous singer in Israel, and the best one, I should say. He really didn't get to nothing because of his, beauty or charm. He's a really talented guy. And he made a reality show, which was looking for the next Israeli singer. And since then, you know, my world changed upside down. And I thank Eyal Golan so much about it. We're still friends, even though I'm not signed in his company anymore. But we're still good friends, and we see each other sometimes. And he's such a great guy to consult with and to make a career. I really appreciate him about it. He gave me a lot of tools to face that world.
Personally, I love Eyal Golan's music, and I was disappointed when Israel didn't choose him to be the interval act in Eurovision 2019. Though I loved Idan Reichel too, but I thought they would choose Eyal Golan.
You know what? I really don't know what to say about it, because maybe they suggested to him to take part of that, but maybe he didn't want it to. You know what? That could be an option.
Okay.
But he really is the best in my opinion.
He אומרת, baby, come on, let's go.
In 2013, you took part in the Israeli pre-selection for Eurovision with the song Rak bishvilo, composed by Chen Harari and with lyrics by Gal Sarig.
Yes, you're saying it great.
Oh, great. תודה רבה. Was this the only song that was presented for you, or could you choose from several songs?
Oh, you know what? Eyal Golan introduced me to Doron Madali.
Yeah.
And he wanted us to work together on my first album.
Yeah.
That came out after I got back from the Eurovision. And at the first meeting of Doron Madali and I, we were listening to songs from my email, songs that people sent to my email. And they were packed there for like a year, and they were like 200 songs. Seriously.
Yeah.
And Doron really has the ear and the ability to hear a few words and just say if this song is suitable for me or not. Really, in 10 seconds, he can tell if this song can be something or not.
Yeah.
And that's a great ability for someone to work with. And I really appreciate him about it, because he recognized Rak bishvilo from like the first word. He just thought if it can be a great song on me. It didn't even sound that way, you know? When I received Rak bishvilo, when I got it, when I first listened to it, if Doron wasn't beside me and telling me, you know what, that's a great song, you should take it, you should do it, you should go to the pre-Eurovision elections, I don't know if I would choose the Rak bishvilo. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said it. But I really appreciate.
But please, how do you still have the demo of Rak bishvilo?
Of course. I have everything.
Do you think we can hear it?
I can send it to you. Yes, I will send it to you. No problem.
תודה רבה.
שוב בלילות עוצר הגשם טיפותיו, עוד מנסה לגנוב חיוך מבין שפתיו, כמה שתיקות אומרות וכמה מסתירות, כמה אמת נותרה בין כל התהיות. רק בשבילו אוכל לשכוח את הכל רק איתו אדע תשובות לשאלות, רק בשבילו אוכל לשכוח את הקור ובזכותו אמצא בחושך את האור, רק בשבילו אלך אחצה את הגבולות, רק איתו אדע תשובות לשאלות.
But among the 200 songs, was there any specific song that you would have wished you had competed with instead?
Yes, of course. Moldova's song. You remember that song with the lady with the dress that comes up?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
This one. I wanted that song. Like, I remember myself listening to that song and see that performance on stage, and I'm like, why is that song not mine? That's not okay. You know what? That's not okay. And I remember I even wanted to do that song in Hebrew, and it was so complicated, so we gave up on that. But it was a great song and a great singer, of course, and a great performance with the dress and everything that she comes up and burns. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
She was great.
Între soare și ploi, veles mii de culori, dar noi vedem doar nori. Amintiri despre noi înșiratam pe voi, apoi ne-am distrus amândoi. Între soare și ploi, veles mii de culori, dar noi vedem doar nori.
Chak bishvilo directly translated to English means only for him. And wasn't there a heartbreaking love story there in your life?
Of course it was. Yes, Rak bishvilo was about my ex-boyfriend, my first love, then at the time he was my biggest love. And we broke up a few months before the Eurovision. And I really thought he would hear that song and come back and something like a Disney fairy tale will happen. And I don't know what I was thinking, but it didn't. And it was really connecting me to the lyrics and the story and everything around. I really thought about him all the time on stage, when I got off stage, and he didn't come back.
שוב בימים אשמור מבט חם ועוטף, עוד בנסע פניו בשקט ללטף, כמה דמעות חלפו וכמה נשארו, כמה תקוות נבנו וכמה נשברו. רק בשבילו אוכל לשכוח את הקור ובזכותו אמצע בחושך את האור. רק בשבילו אלך אחצה את הגבולות, רק איתו אדע תשובות לשאלות. רק בשבילו
He was a really nice person, and I really wanted him to come back. But now I'm in a great relationship, thank God.
Ah!
Yes. After I was like 10 years of single.
Yeah.
Between Rak bishvilo and like a year ago, I was single all these years. And it was so, so, so hard for me. I love to love. I really want to. I have so much love to give, and I cook and I organize stuff, and I'm such a great lady, And I didn't understand why is everyone like escaping and like didn't want to take part of it with me.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting for the perfect one, for the one.
Yeah.
You just need one.
Yes.
And it was so hard. It was so tough to find him. But thank God I met my boyfriend in the Corona year. It was a tough thing to know somebody when you're at your home. You cannot go to restaurants or movies or outside or to the beach or nothing. You just have to be at your house and know each other.
Yeah.
And it was so hard and so big, but great stuff came from it. Thank God we're moving in together right now. We're looking for an apartment. And I'm so thankful for that year, Great stuff happened in the Corona year. Besides the music and everything, my heart opened up again. And that's amazing for me.
Lovely to hear. Mazel tov to you both.
Thank you.
We go back to the pre-selection. I don't know how many songs were submitted, but I do know that 30 songs competed during 3 semifinals. And
Yes.
your composition was the last song in the 3rd semifinal. And in Sweden we call this the pimp slot, as it usually reserved for the most interesting and anticipated act.
Thank you. I really didn't thought I was the anticipated act. No, I really believed in Rak Bishvilo. I knew I was capable of winning. It just depended on the song and the vocals and how should I perform it. But I knew it. I believed in myself and in my team, and I really believed in Rak Bishvilo.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's not on your hands. You cannot control on the jury, on the judges, on the audience. That's not in your hands. But I did my best, and I'm so happy that we actually made it.
Yeah.
And it happened, and we won. It was amazing. But 30 songs is a lot.
Did you watch all the semifinals yourself?
Yes, of course. Are you crazy? I wanted to know who's competing against me, who I should beat.
Yeah.
And I had very good friends with me on that semifinal. And it was so hard.
Yeah.
Yes, Kathleen Reiter, she's my sister, And she was...
Didn't she withdrew?
What?
Didn't she withdrew from the contest?
Oh, yes. She dropped
She dropped out, yeah.
Yes. It wasn't because of her. It was because of her managers at that time that convinced her to do it, because they didn't know if she was going to win or not. But she was saying that it doesn't matter if she will win or not. That's a competition, and you should take responsibility of the fact that you can lose.
Yeah.
But she's such a good friend of mine, Kathleen, and we spoke on the phone like the night before, and she was like, beat the hell out of them. Like, do it for me, do it for you, just do it.
Yeah.
And we did it. That was amazing.
Do you think she would have been the hardest competitor if she would have competed?
No,
No?
I'm so sorry, no.
ואולי אם תגיד שהכל יסתדר ונגמר ואוכל להבין יש לי בית בך יש מחר המרחק יקרב אותי המגע ינצח כאב שבי ואולי תיזום
But you know what? I thought that the hardest competitor was the guy on the wheelchair. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember his name. Oh my God.
Ron Weinreich.
Yes, Ron Weinreich. Yes, he was the biggest competitor, I think.
Yeah, you earned exactly the same amount of points from the jury. 64 points, to be exact.
You see?
Yeah.
I know what I was talking about.
אגלה לך סודות החיים מורגשות נסתרים למה שמש יוקדת, למה רוח רוקדת, למה שלא נחיה כולם יחד שמראה להשמח מי עולה, הבקריבים מתמלא בוא נרקוד עד אור יום כי את ואני זה אחד, צית את השמש לך בואי נחיה את החלום.
But he really is a great singer, He
Yeah.
had a great performance, not only because he was on a wheelchair, because he really dragged me in that song. I was really hypnotized by him, and he was very charismatic, and he's such a nice person, and I really enjoyed him. I really enjoyed the act and him as a person.
Yeah.
So whoever won, it was good for me.
I actually watched all the semifinals too, and I remember that it was many great songs, and I remember that I especially liked Sarit Avitan, and she performed it with the song Mon Amour, but she said I didn't perform it very well on the show, so she flopped. Oh, I was so sorry for her.
Yeah, she didn't make it to the final, right?
No.
הייתה לי אהבה, עכשיו אני כל כך לבד, שנני החורף בא, מון אמור, הלב שלי שבור, אני
know, she's such a great kid, you know, she's such a great person. And she's not a kid anymore, we grew up so much since then. But she's a great singer and she's so beautiful, very pretty. And yeah, I agree, it was a great song, but the performance was very anxious. I don't know, she couldn't control her feelings in that moment.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
The winner was chosen by an expert jury and text message from votes from the viewers. And among the people from the expert jury, we find the Eurovision legends Ilanit, Daphne Dekel, Moshe Datz, Elle Trim, and Zwika Pick.
Yes.
The latter who voted completely different from all the others and gave you 0 points.
Who gave me 0 points?
Zwika Pick.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was jealous.
Was he?
So sorry, he was jealous. No, you know, I won the competition. How come you gave me 0 points? At least give me 1. I don't know. Just for that. I don't know why I didn't even remember that. You know so much stuff about me that I don't know myself. It's amazing. I think he was jealous.
Well, I buy that explanation.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And one more funny fact is that by the SMS votes, Shani Samir,
Yes.
got the most votes, but she earned 0 points from the expert jury.
Yes, but I think Shani Zamir bought the votes. There was a big issue in Israel afterwards that she blamed me and Eyal Golan for buying votes. And actually, Eyal Golan never bought any votes or nothing in his life. And he doesn't need to. And she blamed us for buying votes. And I think a month after, the TV company showed up. The IBA, yes. They showed up with an article that she was buying the votes. And it was so embarrassing for her. I feel so sorry about her for doing that stuff, because losing is not a happy experience. You know, it's not nice to lose. But people should know that when they come to a competition to compete, probably they're going to lose, because there is one winner, only one. And between 30 competitors, there can be only one winner. So you should lose, but with your head up high, you know, lose with dignity if you are losing. But I feel so sorry about her, you know, because since then I haven't heard about her. And I think she probably lost her career because of that. And that's so sad.
What was it like to win for you?
It was a dream coming true, you know. It was my dream since I was a little kid to go up on that stage, that huge stage, and represent my country and to make them proud of me, and to make my parents proud, and to make myself proud of myself. That was such an important thing for me. I'm honored to do that. You know, I was so honored to be chosen. And that was the only thing I was thinking about, that my dream actually came true. And since then, I decided I'm going to make all my dreams come true. I don't know if it will be today, tomorrow, in 1 year, in 10 years, but I can, and I will.
What happened after this victory? I mean, in Israel.
In Israel, people really liked the song, but I think people didn't understand me as Moran, as the artist.
Why?
I think probably because of the management I was in the same days that you know, took care of me. I think they didn't do it for the wrong reasons, you know. They was trying to protect me, but they didn't let me be myself, you know, 100%, and to be the funny person I am, and the critics. I like to critique people.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, but maybe they was afraid of that. They were afraid of it. It wasn't so easy to be at such a big company and take care of such a big competition and not to like make mistakes. It was tough for me and for everyone around me. So they were just trying to protect me. They didn't let me be myself 100%, and I kind of appreciate them about that. But I knew when experience was over, I knew what I had to fix in myself, and that's what I did. I just changed like 180, upside down. Yes, I lost weight. I started to bring out some new music, like different one. I left Eyal Golan's company, and I started a new direction, a new way, a new me.
Yeah.
And that's great for me. That's the biggest accomplishment.
Eurovision in 2013 was held in Malmö in Sweden since Loreen won the year before. Or Malmö, as me and some of my friends call the city, since it's sadly an extremely anti-Semitic city by the Swedish standards.
Yes.
Did you notice anything about this or heard about it in advance?
In advance, yes. Everyone is telling you, oh, watch out, Malmö is such a dangerous place. Don't walk out on the streets when it's night, and don't tell anybody you're a Jew or an Israeli.
Yeah.
Yes, I was directed to that way.
Yeah.
And I noticed it when I was there. There were so many organizations that protested in my hotel, outside my hotel, sorry, to not let Israel compete the Eurovision, and just, not let Israel compete anything that's in Europe.
Yeah.
That was so sad. I'm not going to get into politics right now because I'm not into it. But I think Israel never took nothing from anybody. She just gave protection and space. People just got it the wrong way. I was having so much trouble with that. I really thought, in a way, that's not my spot and I shouldn't be here. And I'm letting down my country when I'm in a place that I don't belong, that people don't want me to be in that place. But afterwards, I realized that such a tiny bit of people, and they have their opinion, but that's not our opinion. That's not everybody's opinion.
Exactly.
And I should do my best, and I should make my country proud and myself proud. That was the most important thing for me in that Eurovision journey, and I'm thankful.
I remember that I was a bit afraid when me and my friend waved the Israeli flag outside of the arena before the second semifinal.
Oh.
But luckily nothing happened. And I will send you a picture of this later because, believe me, it was the biggest Israeli flag we could find. And we were not even allowed to bring it into the arena because of the size of
God.
it. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
you should send it to me right away.
What are your memories from the host city Malmö besides this sad stories about the anti-Semitic
I
things?
met so many great people, from the production, people that were looking out for us when we were in Malmö. And, of course, the competitors. They were amazing, and they were so hugging and protective, and they gave me confidence, and they made me think I'm in the best place I can be and with the best people. And they were so comprehending and they were on my side. So I really appreciate them about it because I was a little young child. I was 22 years old and it was so scary. Really, it was so scary because usually, in the Eurovision, people don't know you at your name. They know you as your country.
Yeah.
And that is so scary. Everyone's calling you Israel. You're Israel everywhere. You're not Moran anymore. So it is so, so scary and so much is on your shoulders. So you can collapse if you're not with your best people and in the best company you can be, you can collapse. And thank God my family was with me and my best friends and everyone around me was so supportive. And they were amazing. Without them, I couldn't be going through it, really.
A camera team joined you and a documentary was recorded with the title A Girl with Glasses.
Yes, it was such a heartwarming thing. Really, that's such a great movie. I think you watched it.
No, I haven't actually.
It just came on YouTube, I think 2 months ago.
Oh,
Amazing. Yes, someone sent it to me and I was shocked.
Yeah.
So I'll send it to you
yeah,
too.
please do, please.
Of course, I will.
I have heard you had some problems to find the perfect pair of glasses for the show and brought 6 pairs to Sweden.
Yes. An Israeli company named Carolina Lemke, which Bar Rafaeli owns the company, the supermodel.
Ah.
They brought me like 10 pairs of glasses, like sunglasses and regular glasses for the competition. And 6 of them really was for the competition. And I just changed. It was so funny. I just changed a lot of glasses to find, and I really was blind, you know. Afterwards, I did a surgery to take off the glasses, so I'm not with them today.
Yeah.
But I was really like blind. So I really needed them, you know. It wasn't just an accessory.
Yeah.
I really needed the glasses. And it was very hard to find the perfect ones. But, you know, I'm not sorry about anything. I really like the dress. I like the glasses. I like the hair. I like the makeup. I like everything.
Perfect. And I believe that you are one of a very small percentage of artists who have performed in Eurovision with glasses on. And I'm not counting sunglasses here.
Yeah, I don't think there were so many. I think, yeah. How many there were?
I don't know, but besides you, I can't remember anyone more except Italy in 1984.
E per un istante ritorna la voglia di vivere a un'altra velocità. Passano ancora lenti treni per cos'è.
Oh, but there are some more, but maybe I don't know, 5 or 10, I believe.
Okay.
Something like
That's
that.
good for us. That's good for me.
We must talk about the rest of your outfit.
Come on.
I have read online that the fashion designer John Galliano was contacted about creating your outfit, but because of anti-Semitic statements on his part in the past, he was stopped from making your outfit. Is this true?
Yes, that's true. There were so many people complaining about John Galliano designing the Israeli dress for the Eurovision. On that stage, people thought I should wear Israeli designers, and they were right. Absolutely right. We thought about it for like 2 seconds and realized that we have so many talented and extremely talented designers in Israel, and one of them should make my dress. So we had 2 dresses, one designed by Efrat Kalig that I was in the semifinal with,
Yeah.
and one by Eliav Sasson that was supposed to be on the finals, but we didn't get to them.
Yeah.
And I did a cover. When I got back to Israel, I did a cover for the newspaper, and I wore the dress of Eliav Sasson, the one that I didn't.
Is it that dress with thousands of Swarovski rhinestones?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crinoline in my hips. One of my best friends, Sagit Revivo, she's a jewelry artist, and she made that crinoline on my hips, and just. How do I say it? She just, I don't know if she saw it because it was an iron.
Okay, yeah.
But she's amazing, and Eliav Sasson is amazing. They made such a great dress, and I'm happy that I got to wear it on that cover. And that, you know.
Do you know what the dresses cost?
No, you know what? I really didn't ask because everything was sewn for me. Everything was made for me. So I didn't even check. It was part of the process, you know. Everyone was just doing it for that special moment and that special stage. So it didn't was anybody's interest. We just wanted it to look good.
Yeah, I understand. The reason I'm asking is because people have said that their outfit was cost like 20 shekels, and the other one has said it because cost 200,000 shekels. So it's so funny to hear about stories about the dresses, which really difference in the cost.
No, it didn't took place in our in our way, you
Yeah.
know, the cost of everything. We just wanted it to be good, to look good, that I feel comfortable in it. And this was main purpose.
The dress for the semi-final was designed by Frat Galid. It's so funny because it was designed in white and black, which created the image of an hourglass-shaped silhouette on you. And the design we are familiar with from a random plastic surgeon. And now 8 years later, you have lost the weight and look like the middle part without doctor's help.
That's genius. That's amazing.
When you wore it, did you think that I'm going to lose this part and I'm going to lose that part, but I don't want to lose this part, the shadaim?
Oh, I lost it.
Did you?
Yes, of course I did. I lost 35 kilos. You didn't think I lose my shadaim?
Maybe not.
You know, that's the first part that I lost.
Okay.
But I really didn't think about it. You know what? I was really confident about my fat personality. I was growing up a fat kid and a fat teenager and a fat lady, and I was fat in the army, and I was fat when I won Eyal Golan is Calling You, and I was fat in Eurovision. So you know what? That didn't bother me because I didn't thought I wasn't accomplished. And I wasn't winning because of it. I cannot do things because of it. I'm like, no, that really didn't bother me.
Yeah.
My parents, when I grew up, they were always telling me how pretty I am and how talented I am, and they really never told me I'm fat and I have to lose weight. And every uncle or cousin that was saying that stuff to me was beaten by my parents.
Yeah.
You know, really, seriously, I'm saying it like from the bottom of my heart. My parents had such huge part. They had part of everything I am today, you know, but they had part of my confidence. Yes, they built my confidence from zero to hero. They're my guide. They are my everything. My parents, I couldn't get to where I am today without them. I couldn't get to nothing without them. I really appreciate them and love them so much.
I don't want to use the word fat because it sounds negative, but has it been a problem for you to be big?
But I should correct you about that, because fat is not negative. Fat is what I was. It's a fact. It's not something insultive. It's a fact. It's a body condition. People should see it as it is, because fat is not a bad thing. It's not a curse. It's not that should be unnormal. That is so normal. People are fat, people are thin, people are high, people are short. That's a physical condition, and people should say it as it is. I was fat. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a physical condition, you know, because you don't want to insult somebody. You shouldn't be lying to him.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm so
maybe
sorry.
everyone hasn't the confidence that you have. Maybe that's why I
Yeah, but you know, we are in 2021. Maybe in 2013 you were right, and everywhere, and people were saying I'm fat. It could be kind of insultive. But today I know that that's a physical condition. That's what you are. You are fat, you are thin, you are high, you are short, you are brown, you are white, you are yellow. Everything. That's your physical condition. That's who you are. People should be aware of that.
But in any way, do you feel more healthier today?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Great.
I'm not the healthiest person, you know. My parents are from Georgia, and the Georgian food is so
extremely good. Yeah.
extremely good and extremely fat. And so much nuts and oil and meat and everything that's good on earth is on the Georgian food. Really.
Yeah.
When I started to lose weight, I promised myself I didn't get rid of nothing that was in my life. I just go down with the portions, you know, like third of what I was eating.
Yeah.
And that's how I lost weight. I combined it with workouts, of course, but I didn't replace anything. I didn't like get rid of anything. I just a tiny bit less of everything.
Yeah.
And that's the way.
Do people in Israel see you as a role model?
I think they are, but you know, I didn't do it for them to see me that way. I didn't. I did it for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I can be a role model for anybody, even for my little brothers. I really want to make something good, except my music. I want the world to know that people are beautiful as they are. And if something bothers you in yourself, bothers you, not anybody else, just you should go and fix it.
Yeah.
You should find a way to fix it in the way that you feel most comfortable with your body and with your essence. And that's so important to me. I'm not skinny today, you know. Gal Gadot is skinny. I'm not skinny. I'm just skinnier than I was. And that's fine by me, you know. I'm healthier. I'm working out, eating fine.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But, you know, I'm not a supermodel, you know. I just lost weight, but I'm not like skinny, the skinniest person you've ever seen. I'm healthy.
Thank God
I'm
for
healthy. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank God, seriously. But I really think healthier.
that. Yeah. We go back to Eurovision, but you competed in the second semi-final. There and then, did you think it would be a problem to reach the final?
Yeah, I knew it's gonna be a problem. People all around Israel prepared me for that moment, but I really didn't want to think about it that way. I was saying to myself that I'm a singer, and it doesn't matter where I come from or how I look or what I bring to the table. I'm just a singer, and that's a singing competition.
Yeah.
And I realized everyone was right. There were so many things besides singing in the Eurovision Song Contest. I really think I didn't want to think about it. I just ignored it.
Yeah.
And it really like slapped me in my face eventually. So now I know all the stuff that people were talking about, but I'm really glad, you know, I was innocent when I went there and you know, there was the whole experience that I've experienced, and I'm not sorry about anything, about my innocence or about nothing.
Yeah.
I was a little kid. I was a 20 years old child that came to the biggest stage in the world, and it was amazing. It was breathtaking for me, and I really appreciate that moment, even though I didn't get to the finals.
Out of 17 competing songs, you ended 14th. Single point behind the Swiss Salvation Army. And I know that you burst into tears when you realized that you didn't reach the final.
Yes.
How disappointed were you?
Oh, so disappointed, because I really thought there wasn't anything I could do better. Anything. I did everything the best way I know, the best way I can. My whole team were amazing. They were so supportive, and they were great. They did such a great job, from the makeup artist and the hair and the styling and my back vocalist, and everyone was so into it, and we felt so good about the song and about the performance that we gave on stage. So my disappointment just came from the fact that I really did my best and it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And it was so sad, because I'm always doing my best and it's always enough. So that was the first time I realized that it's not in my hands, and sometimes it's just not enough.
Despite, in my opinion, several good songs, Israel failed to qualify to the final every year, 2011 to 2014. Do you think there is a good reason why? Despite that international ding dong.
Yeah, I think there was a slight disappointment after Harel. Really, people thought Harel Scott was the winner of that year, was supposed to be the winner. And I think there was...
We are talking about the song Milim.
Yes. Amazing song, amazing singer, and amazing everything.
Amazing lyrics.
Amazing.
That's poetry.
Mm-hmm. That's like a French chanson.
השארת לי רק מילים, זהו שם עלולים, אלוהים השארת לי רק מילים, השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים, השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מלולים, אלוהים השארת לי רק מילים.
It's amazing. And Harel's brother, Daniel, he was my back vocalist.
Exactly.
In the yes, I really love the Scots. They're my great friends, and Danielle and I were together in the army, so we're good friends since then. And I just knew that in the moment I'm gonna be in the Eurovision, Danielle is going to fly there with me. No, I really didn't know how, but I know I was gonna need Danielle with me. And I think people was disappointed from Harel.
השארת לי רק מילים, מקלט בין הצללים, ספרים מסודרים ובין החדרים. השארת לי רק מילים, זר של מלולים, אלוהים.
And from Dana and from Isabel. I don't know. I really don't know. And because we're Israelis and there was a war between these years, and I think our political situation was awful.
Do you think that's the reason why My Fine Goal came second to last in the semi-final with Same Heart?
Yes, because there was a war between 2013 and 14, and it was so hard.
Skinning you up, no longer apart. We don't beat for the same heart. I'm skinning you up, no longer apart. We don't beat for the same heart.
But afterwards became Nadav Gedge, who burned the stage.
Yeah.
And people in Israel just knew it. They just knew that Nadav is going to burn that stage. And it comes down to so many things that create the best performance. So maybe it wasn't just correct between 2011 and 14. It wasn't just there. I don't know. I really don't know. It's Eurovision,
Yeah.
It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So unpredictable.
Yeah. No one knows.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knows. But we knew about Netta. We knew that Netta is going to win. And I knew in my year that Denmark is going to win. I knew it. I knew that that girl is going to win.
Did you see her as your biggest competitor?
No, because I knew she was going to win. I think I was my biggest competitor. I just wanted to prove myself that I'm capable to do it. And I did.
Yeah.
How many times can we win and lose? How many times can we break the rules between us? Only teardrops. How many times do we have to fight? How many times did we get it right between us? Only teardrops.
Moldova, you said before, was your favorite song among the songs. Did you like?
Yes.
Did you like one more?
Of course I did. I liked very much. I like Georgia's song, Waterfall.
Like I'm flying, like if I had wings. Like I am sailing on a sea of dreams. Your love is pouring down on me, alright.
It was another. Oh, I like Greece. Alcoholic free, how they call it. I like them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Sweden. The guy from Sweden, the X Factor or something that came just a year after.
Yeah, Pop Idol.
Yes, he was amazing. Wow, what a singer.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, isn't it crazy? It's all because of you. All because of you. It's all because of you. All because of you. I know that if the sky would fall, I'd survive it all because of you.
And that's it. I'm joking. I'm just joking. I couldn't even remember all the songs. And Denmark, of course, the winning song. It was just a great song. I'm listening to it nowadays.
The day after the semi-final, you turned 22. How did you celebrate your birthday after this loss?
With laughter and tears together, all combined. Because it was such heartbreaking experience for me to take part in my 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, the strongest and the biggest experience I ever took part in. And that's my biggest gift to that birthday. I knew myself a lot better and my friends and my abilities. I knew my voice better. I knew myself in pressure. I knew myself when I'm happy. I just realized who I am, like all over again.
Yeah.
I just came to new conclusions, and I think my way did change since the competition. Yes, it just changed all the way around. Nothing was like it was earlier.
Denmark won with some barefooted teardrops, Azerbaijan came second by encasing a dancer in a box, and Ukraine ended third with the help of a giant. Do you have any opinion about the top three?
The guy in the box was second?
Yeah.
Hold Me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I really like that song.
Yeah.
Hold me, just unfold me, unchain my soul. Give me love, make me whole. Hold me, if it's only for this moment in time. Now I'm yours and you're mine, so hold me.
I really like that song. It was a great song. No, I didn't have a lot to say. Where did Moldova ended?
Ooh, in the middle, I believe. I can't remember right now.
Such a pity. But we knew Denmark is going to win. And Hold Me was second. Wow, that's amazing. You know, I didn't even remember that. Oh my God, I'm so lucky to have you, really. I mean, really.
During the 2 weeks in Sweden, did anything special happen behind the scenes that you can share with us that we don't know about?
Oh my God, you know, they wanted to put me hair extensions on my hair. And I did everything. You know, everything I could just not to put these hair extensions on my hair. Everything I was capable of doing.
Yeah.
And I convinced the Swedish hairdressers to convince my hairdresser to give up on that. And I just did such a mess there. I started crying and yelling. That's not me. But it bothered me. It just bothered me. I just couldn't stand it on my hair. It was heavy and uncomfortable. And, you know, you have such a short time to bring yourself on stage and prove yourself. And you don't want anything to bother you. You know, Doron Madali came to me on stage and said, maybe you'll take a few steps when the song begins, like 2 or 3 steps forward, you'll go into the light. And then you stop and start singing. And I was like, no. I'm just standing in my place.
Yeah.
Not taking any steps because Efrat Kalig, who designed my dress, she designed also a pair of shoes. And this pair of shoes was 20 centimeters high.
Ooh.
You know, 20 centimeters for a shoe is not okay.
No.
It's not something to walk with, you know? You cannot walk with 20 centimeters. They can bring you up on stage and like leave you there, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You cannot manage the stage and the heels and the excitement and everything. No. I'm not doing it. I'm just standing in my place, and that's it. And so it was. And it was so scary, you know, to make one tiny mistake and that everything will be ruined after it. I was so scared. So I didn't want to take any chances on it. And my hair was fine, you know. I didn't understand what they wanted for my hair. But I send you the movie and you see the scene and you're gonna cry and yell with me, I think, because that's such a funny scene.
Yeah. And you know that I'm a hairdresser.
Really?
Yeah. Anissa Par.
Oh my God. You're so good in Hebrew. You should make Aliyah, really. I'm not joking. You're so good. You're literally Israeli.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had to Google Moldova. She ended 11th out of 26 songs.
You know what? She deserved like 5 or 6 or 7, if not 2. If not second. You know, I really like that song. Really. You're high as a mountain and you're singing from that up high.
Yeah.
Comparing to the fact that I didn't want to take 2 steps to the light. Good for her. It was amazing.
Did you wrote a Hebrew lyrics?
Oh,
Did
no,
you
I
translate
didn't get
it?
to that because
Okay.
it was stuck in the
Before that?
yes.
Yeah.
We wanted to buy the rhyme, the song, and they were so tough about it because it was like really a one month afterwards, and so it was like still hot, and no, it just didn't work out.
What happened after the Eurovision trip? How was it to go back to Israel?
I came back to Israel. People were very supportive. Some of them, laughed about my dress, about my hair, about my glasses, about everything. I was in every talk show in Israel because of that dress. That was so funny. I liked it, I just have to put it on the table. I love the dress.
Yeah.
I love I loved everything. It was not chosen for me. I chose it.
Do you
People
still
are
have
like,
the dress?
no, what can I do with it?
Well, you can use it as a tent.
Oh, as a tent, it could be great because it has such a huge, like the back of the dress was huge. It
Yeah.
was on half of the stage, so it was so hard to take it off when I got off stage. It was so heavy,
Yeah, I can believe.
and I was so heavy also. So together, it was very hard. No, and I got it back when I came back to Israel. She's somewhere in the dress zone, but then like they buried it somewhere.
Oh.
I guess.
Well, I think it belongs to a museum.
Yeah, you know what? I think that should be a museum for Eurovision dresses. We can arrange that thing. But where's Dana's dress? Where's the parrot?
You know what? I saw it actually when I was in Israel in 2019.
In Museum Tel Aviv?
Yeah, it was a museum with Dana's clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
I should make one for
Yeah.
myself.
I would come.
I should make one.
Recently, or to be correct, 6 days ago, when we record this conversation, you released a new song, Ein Lecha Muzag.
Yes. You know
Which-
the meaning of it?
Yes, and I really love it. And I've listened to it every day since it was released, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you. That's so heartwarming.
What can you tell me about it?
Oh, אין לך מושג is in English it's you have no idea.
Exactly.
I think that's the translation.
Yeah.
אין לך מושג is the first single of my new EP. That's a mini album that I worked the entire last year on. That's the best thing that came out from the Corona year. This and my boyfriend, of course. And I'm so very excited to share with the audience the experience that I went through the whole last year, because I went from a heartbroken girl that so many men hurt her, and then the Corona came and I was a heartbroken girl and a lonely girl, and we weren't working. So while I was working, the job always kept me on point. I was working, I was in my zone, and nothing bothered me as long as I was working. But the Corona stopped everything and made us sit at home and think about our lives. And I realized I was so lonely.
גם כשאהיה כבר רחוקה, אשאר בתוך לבך, אהיה שקטה, ועם רוח זהרה תעיף הכל, ולא יהיה לך על מי ליפול, אני אהיה שם בשבילך. אין לך מושג, כמה הייתי תמימה, איך האמנתי לך.
So אין לך מושג is the first one, and afterwards there will be a story, the story of the last year, from being heartbroken to being lonely to being in a relationship to being fighting in a relationship, like the worst parts of relationship, to being alone by myself, because you just stay with yourself. It's just you and yourself, and that's so important to remember, that it doesn't matter how much love and how much experience you have. It's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you all alone. And I'm so very excited to say I wrote half of it, even more than a half. But I collected my best friends. They're all singers in Israel and such great people and talented. And I'm thankful for my friends that I collected. They helped me so much to bring my thoughts to the table, to write it down with no apologies and no it is what it is. And that's my EP.
When can we expect the EP to be released?
I really wanted it to be released next year before my birthday, I think, because I went such a hard way to bring it to the table. So I wanted to just come out at the perfect condition and the best way I can bring it. It takes time and energy and money. I'm doing everything I can to just make it happen at the best condition that I can.
גם כשהיה כבר רחוקה, אשאר בתוך לבך, אהיה שקטה, ועם רוח שערות תעיף הכל, ולא יהיה לך על מי ליפול, אני אהיה שם בשבילך, כי אין לך מושג, כמה הייתי תמימה, איך האמנתי לך.
And there's a theater play in Israel called Zeani,
Yes,
which you are working with.
Zani. Yes, Zani is an Israeli play, which was written and directed by Maor Zaguri. He's one of the best directors, writers. He's one of the best persons in Israel. He's such a great person. He brings you out life in a funny way.
Yeah.
He shows you that life can be horrible and funny at the same time. And that's his genius. And he wrote an entire play on Eyal Golan songs. So it's a closure for me. So that's the play. The play is with Eyal Golan songs. That's my first time as an actress and on theater. So that's double the excitement. And that's a huge closure for me, to be recognized as an actress and with Eyal Golan songs on the background. So that's so very exciting for me.
I hope to travel back to Israel in September. Will the play be running then?
Yes, of course. We're coming back in 10th of August.
Ooh.
And since then we'll be running throughout all Israel.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you come to Israel, you tell me and I'll be arranging some tickets for you.
Whoop, whoop. Would you like to perform in Eurovision again?
I knew you will be asking that. And I was afraid of that question because, yes, I want to redeem myself. I want to bring myself a whole new experience to that stage.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can. That's such a huge experience. And the energy that you put in that experience and the power and all the feelings that come with it, it's so hard. And eventually I didn't get to the final, so it was a huge heartbreak. And I'm so afraid to feeling it again. I'm afraid of it.
Yeah.
So yes and no.
But if you would you like to sing an up-tempo song or a ballad?
Ballads are my forte.
Yeah.
So I will always prefer ballads, but because the fact I already performed with a ballad and I'm thinner and I look different, yes, an up-tempo song will be great for me. Yeah, I do it with an up-tempo song. And now, they begin in Israel to with the
Prepare.
X Factor.
Yeah.
Yes, the X Factor is now sending the Eurovision contestants.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. I have a few friends that are competing, and I feel so sorry about them because I know one of them is going to win. And that's such a hard experience, Even if you speak about it and tell everything that you've experienced, the people won't get it till they will experience that. So I wish them the best of luck.
I always ask my guests as the last question who they think I should invite to the podcast. And now I had so many guests from Israel, but I haven't had everyone yet. But who do you suggest?
Maybe Nadav. Nadav came out with a new single now, and he's great.
Yeah.
I really like that kid, you know.
Yeah.
I really love him. You know, when I heard Nadav singing for the first time in the Next Israeli Star, I thought that's the voice of my child, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not joking. I heard him sing and I said, "Oh my God, my child should sing that way, really." And I'm so hopeful that one day when I have a child, he would look and sing like Nadav Getch. Seriously. So bring Nadav.
Yeah, and I
He'll be
consider
great.
myself as a golden boy, so that would be perfect.
Oh, amazing. So you're my golden boy now.
Yes, I am. עם ישראל חי ותודה רבה, מורן.
עם ישראל חי, תודה רבה, אמיל. I was so happy to do this conversation with you. Thank you so much.
ותודה רבה to all listeners of this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your podcast platform and follow Eurovision Legends on Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to contact me, my mail is emil@schlagervanarna.se. And you can find more information on eurovisionlegends.se.
I really appreciate you about it. Thank you so much. It was a great interview for me.
Thank you so much. להתראות!
להתראות, Emil. It was so nice.
And I hope we meet in September.
Oh my God. I really hope so too.